Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I am going to show you how to make the easiest and most versatile coconut flour cookie dough recipe. This cookie dough is amazing. As soon as you learn how to make it, you can make any type of cookie you want. You can put add-ins in it, you can change the flavoring, you can frost it, you can leave it the way it is, you can do whatever you want to this cookie dough and it will turn out perfect and wonderful every time. So if you want a printable version of this, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So, while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line 2 large baking sheets with parchment paper. In a large mixer bowl, combine 73 grams or about 10 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is optional. I like to throw a little bit of salt in there just for a little bit of flavor. 55 grams or about a 1/3 cup of the granulated sweetener of your choice. You could also adjust it more or less depending on how sweet you want your cookies. Sift or whisk all the dry ingredients together until it's fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Add 2 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature so that they stir in smoothly. Stir the eggs into the dry ingredients until everything is fully combined and all the dry ingredients have been lightly moistened. Add 10 tablespoons of room temperature butter that's slightly softened. Make sure it's softened, not fully melted. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or the extract of your choice. This is optional again. I like to put it in because I like a hint of a vanilla flavoring to my cookie. Stir the butter and the vanilla into the ingredients until everything is fully combined and you have a soft, smooth dough that's formed. Form the dough into a ball. Then massage the ball for about a minute or so, just so that the coconut flour can absorb any extra moisture. Your dough should be lightly moist, but not sticky. It should not be sticking to your fingers and it should not be crumbly. If you're wanting to shape these cookies rather than just drop them on your baking sheet, then you need to put the dough into the refrigerator uncovered for at least 10 minutes or so, just so it gets a good chill on it and the dough firms up a little bit. If you're just wanting to do drop cookies like I'm doing right now, you don't have to worry about that. Once you're ready to use your dough, if you are planning on shaping it, you can roll it out to about a 1/4 inch thick or however thick you think you're going to want your cookies. Then use the cookie cutters of your choice and shape it according to how you want your dough to be shaped. If you do decide that you want to use cookie cutters and it's still after your dough has been refrigerated, if it still seems like it's not holding its shape, then just add a little tiny bit more coconut flour or refrigerate it just a little bit longer, just until it's the texture that you want it to be and it starts holding its shape with the cookie cutters. If you are just making these drop cookies, then scoop the dough out about 1 tablespoon at a time and place it onto your prepared baking sheets. Roll each one of the dough scoops into a smooth ball. Then flatten the ball out into your desired shape and your desired thickness. I like my cookies to have a lot of puff to them, so I just barely flatten the tops. But if you like more of a thin cookie, then flatten it down to your desired thickness. These really don't spread a lot. They puff up just a little bit, but they don't rise a whole lot and they don't spread very much at all. So pretty much whatever shape you make these cookies on your baking sheet, that's pretty much how they're going to turn out once they are baked. When you are shaping these, make sure the edges of your cookies stay smooth. If they have little cracks in them, then after they're baked, they're going to still have cracks and you won't have smooth edges. Once they are shaped, however you want them to be shaped, Then place them in your preheated oven and bake at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes or until they're lightly golden around the edges. Once they're done baking, remove them from the oven. They still will be soft, but they will firm up as they cool. So allow them to cool on the pan for at least 10 minutes or until they're firm enough to remove from the pan. After the cookies have cooled for 10 minutes and are firm enough to remove from the pan, transfer them to a wire rack and allow them to cool completely. Once they are cooled completely, you can eat them immediately just as they are if you just want a lightly sweet cookie, or you can frost them with the frosting of your choice. I'll leave a link in the description to some of my frostings. Or you can do what I'm doing right here and coat your cookies with some melted baking chips. And the way you do that is, in a wide bowl, place a 9-ounce bag of Keto baking chips. I'm using Lily's white chocolate chips. Also, I'm dividing these up into 2 bowls. So I'm putting 4.5 ounces in each bowl because one of the bowls I'm going to be adding food coloring to. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of coconut oil to the baking chips. Then microwave on high for about 20 seconds. Use a fork and stir the coconut oil and the chips together. They won't be fully melted yet, but they should be starting to melt a little bit. Then microwave on high in 15 to 20 second intervals or until the chips are completely melted. Make sure you stir after each 15 to 20 second interval because you do not want your chips to burn. Take your cookies one at a time and place them in your melted chips. Use 2 forks and turn the cookie over until the cookie is fully coated with the melted chips. Once they're fully coated, place them back onto a lined baking sheet. Place them in your refrigerator and refrigerate them for about 15 minutes or until the coating is firm. Once the coating is firm, I like to drizzle a little bit of milk chocolate over the white chocolate coating, but of course you can decorate your cookies however you choose to decorate them, if you choose to decorate them. You can place them on the serving platter of your choice, eat them immediately, or if you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container. If they are coated, you do want to store them in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.